Hi everyone! We're going to take a look at my design space project and assemble this baby Groot Christmas card. I think it's adorable. I hope you do too. I share my projects in my Facebook group, Carol's Cricut Crafts. I'll add a link in the description under this video to get you there. This is the card I'm going to make, and I will be sharing the link. This baby Groot, he's so cute. This is from the Marvel Holidays mystery box, the digital mystery box that we're releasing today. I'm going to ungroup this. So I've added a 0.05 offset to this image. I like to have the little white surround when it's going on a dark background so that it really pops. I did the hat as a basic cut because I wanted it to match exactly the cardstock that I'm using for the card itself. So I kept this hat as a basic cut and did the rest as a printing cut. If you want to layer it, you can just unflatten it and make the changes you need to so that it's what you want it to be. Whoops, so put that back. There we go, and I'll group it again. Okay, that's baby Groot. For the inside of the card, I've made this extra layer, and I had Merry Christmas will draw with a pen on the inside of the card. I find that when you have a lot of embellishment, a lot of layers on the front of the card, the back feels weak. So I like to add an extra layer to give it a little more strength. And I wanted to make it a little lighthearted, so I used a tipped over Christmas tree. We'll put that aside. Once again, I added an image for Christmas lights and had them hang off. And then I flattened the whole thing together. And I added a white offset to it, again using 0.05 so that it's only a tiny offset. And the whole image, including the offset, is flattened. If you want to do it as layers, you can just make those changes to the file. I did a star. Let's see if we can open that up. In images, I searched for broken glass, and I was able to find this shattered glass look that I added to the star. I thought it was cute to make it look like it had broken. That will go on top of the tree. On this top layer, I'm using my opaque white pen to write, "But Santa, I was framed." You can always detach that if you want to and change this to vinyl or change this saying completely if you want to. Up to you. This is just an extra layer to make the dark green pop on the red. And the red card, let's detach it. I've added 2 score lines to it up so that you get a really good crisp score when I'm using a heavy cardstock. And Cricut cardstock is a really nice quality, so I find that double score lines really helps to make the fold. So I'm just selecting the 2 score lines and the card itself together. I'll go to align and center and attach. And there we go, double score lines. So we'll just bring this back. I'll center the back on this one. Bring this back, and I need to center this up, of course. Bring my tree. And I'm going to have it tip over just to the edge of the card. My broken star. Make sure it's bring to the front. And there we go. And my baby Groot, bring to the front. I'm going to put the baby Groot on puff tape so that he stands out from the card and gives it some dimension. And of course, my inside. So I think this is really fun. It's lighthearted, it's cute, as is Baby Groot. I hope you're going to make this card. I will switch to my overhead camera and we'll assemble the card so that you can see it finished. I have everything cut out and we're ready to assemble. I'm going to be using Tombow glue, the white one, my stylus, and my layers for the card. So let's just put this over. I'm going to put in the inside layer first. Let's just give this an extra burnish to make sure that it's nice and crisp. There we go. And we're going to add this to the inside. As I mentioned, I like to do that to give extra strength to the back of the card so that when you stand it up, it stands properly. Sometimes if you have a lot on the front and nothing on the inside, it makes the back kind of weak. So we'll add an extra layer. But that's my personal preference. If you don't like to do that, by all means, omit the inside layer. Totally up to you. This Tombow adhesive dries very quickly, so you have to try to be accurate when you put it in. And I usually get things crooked. So let's see how we do. Not too bad. Not too bad. That's not too bad. And it's not upside down. So we're doing great so far. Terrific. Okay, so I'm going to do the white layer and the green layer for the outside. I'll attach the green layer first. I tend to use a lot of adhesive. Make sure that corner has some. Turn that over and we'll try to center it. Try to get it straight, not too bad. We're doing good so far. It's not too crooked. And then let's open it flat. And then we're going to place it on the outside of the card. That's going to be very cute. And I like the idea of the little white border around so that it pops, the dark green pops off of the red. Sometimes if you're using dark on dark colors, they don't have the same effect. So that little white border really helps to make them pop out. That should do it. And hopefully we get this one straight too. Not too bad. That looks pretty good. Okay, so that's the beginning of the front of the card. I'm going to add my tree. Do the star after. I want it on top of the tree. Some adhesive. And the lights too. Should do it. And we'll just turn it over. And I want to look like Baby Groot may have knocked it over. So I'll put it on crooked. And my shattered star. And I used print and cut for the star. If you want to do like a gold cardstock or a gold poster board and have the shatter glass look, draw on it instead of what I use print and cut, you can so easily change those layers in Design Space to make them how you want to. I should have mentioned in Design Space, I did mention that this Groot comes from the new Marvel Mystery Box. I should have also mentioned that to make this card, you will need to own this one image. The other images are basic shapes, and I believe the Christmas tree is an access, but those things you can change for free images. I used chalkboard handwriting to do the writing on it. That's also an access font. You can change it up if you want to. There's a lot of things you can do to change it up if you don't have an Access subscription. You can change the font and these images, but you will need to own this baby Groot. I've already glued the little hat on because I wanted it to match the red cardstock perfectly, and I wasn't sure if it would print the right color or close enough red, so I used a basic shape for the red part, and I've added puff tape to it. I'll just throw that away. Actually, I think I'll add a little adhesive. I'm always leery of puff tape, that it's going to come apart. Actually, I made my granddaughter a shaker card a few weeks ago, and when she took it out of the envelope, the puff tape had given out and all the little shaker bits fell out. That was kind of a shame. There we go. I should have added adhesive to the puff tape as I did this time, just for extra security. So there we are. Super quick to make, and I think it's very cute. I love Baby Groot. Baby Groot and Baby Yoda are my favorites. So I hope you like this. I hope you're going to make this card. It's really fun. Children will love it, and I think my granddaughter would like to give this to her teacher. I think that would be fun. I will be sharing the link for this card for this project in my Facebook groups, and it will be on my Design Space profile if you're looking for it. I hope you're going to make this card. I think it's really cute. Please post photos in my Facebook group if you do. I'd love to see how it turns out. Thank you for watching.